Right, hello. My name is Rory. I'm one half of StormCloud, and today, we're going to be doing something a little bit different. Rosie and I planned to go to the Roots open mic night at the railway last night and film us performing there and upload that today for today's video, and neither of us were really up for that, so we ended up staying at home, having a takeaway, watching some Brooklyn Nine-Nine, couple goals right there. So yeah, so today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. You're going to be with me today, and we'll see how that goes. Today, what I decided to do is I'm going because I've got a new project that I'm doing, and I'm starting to write a few songs that are going to be connected, and possibly I'm going to write myself a musical. Quite adventurous, and if it works, then it works, and that's great. If not, then I can just take each song that I make, and Rosie and I can perform them, and we can do it that way. Either way, there's something to gain. So I'm just going to be walking through some parts of the songwriting process. I'll be showing you my little setup, which it's alright. It's okay. It's nothing special. Rosie and I plan to do some vlog stuff throughout the month, possibly showing like what we do on a day when we're recording, our future plans, what we're going to be doing, and a promotional video for our GoFundMe, which I'll put a link in down in the description. So we'll just see how it goes, and if it goes well, then great. Could go well, probably not. Other than the positivity. I don't normally do this type of thing, so this is going to be a little bit different for me. This is my keyboard. It's a second-hand one from Rosie's family. So yeah, it doesn't exactly make the greatest sound in the world, but I don't use it for recording. I just use it to when I'm writing the music to give me a little helping hand. So like, yeah, so it's very clunky. It doesn't have a pedal, so can't actually do that kind of thing. The greatest thing in the world, but it does the job for me. So yeah, there's that. Right, so let's just get to it and talk to you about what I'm doing today. So I've made a start on a new song and a new songs that I'm writing. The hardest thing that I've found is actually starting. Where do you get your idea from, and how do you move from that to create what you want? Each song that I write, I have a specific way of writing it, which is that each song tells its own story, and it has a big, it has a lot of climactic development, and builds from one point, builds throughout the song, gets to the climax, and then slows down for the end to have some sort of resolution. But what I've realised is that if you're writing with loads of other things in mind, you can't necessarily do that. It's a bit weird to describe, but basically I've got to think about all the other things this character could go through in the story that I'm making. And my character is this person who's very indecisive and ends up watching everything happen without actually making any sort of a delve into that life that he could lead. But yeah, so I'm just gonna be going through me writing the rest of this song. So I hope you enjoy. I guess I'll just give a little bit of an example of what the song is and how it sounds so far. The reference points. Tuning song, it's the #1 song in every single country in the world. Yeah, so I currently have this song which comes to the point in my story where he needs to knuckle down, sort himself out. Again, not necessarily a he, but he moves on from this moment with a sense of a revelation moment of where he realizes what he wants to do, how he wants to do it, where he's going to go, what he's going to achieve. I like to use open chords a lot, just because I just love the... It sounds so nice and fulfilling. I can, of course, bar the chord and make it it to a proper major chord, but it's just too normal. Okay. I have got to choose which way I want to lose, 'cause I have so often lost. I'm planning ahead, and I have got to think about every word that I say, because I am afraid I would lead you astray. Leave it in your head, darling. Leave it in your head. You would tell me. You would tell me. And obviously from that point you can really build into it and add a lot more layers to the song. I kind of have an idea of where I want to go and what I want to do. So I've got to choose which way I want to lose, because I've so often lost. I'm planning ahead. So he's making it completely aware to himself and to the audience that he knows that there's a problem, that it needs to be fixed. And I've got to think about every word that I say, because I'm afraid I'd lead you astray. So there's also a vulnerability there, and an anxiety. He knows that things that he says can be taken the wrong way and therefore affect things differently, and that's so important, because if you're trying to get a point across but things aren't exactly coming out the way that you want them to, then you're just going to be stuck in this reoccurring sort of cycle of confusion, and you won't be able to get anywhere. So the way that I wanted this song to come across was that this person was telling the person that they loved what worries them. Then he says, leave it in your head, darling, leave it in your head, you would tell me. Which obviously is talking about how either that they don't care, or that's the coping mechanism. They have a massive character shift from that point. So there's a lot of development that could go from that one line. So now I want to move on to the point where he's showing how he cannot understand exactly what's happening. Obviously the next line is going to be, and I cannot understand. If that makes any sense at all. So yeah, one of the problems I'm having is writing this next verse, which I know is too high for me. And I cannot understand how I can change for the better, and to move on from the matter. A little bit too high, and just everything falls apart. I mean, in the future what I can do is I can change the initial key so that climax, that the upper register of the song is lower. There's the idea, that's the start point. And actually talking through it in this manner has actually helped me a lot to visualize what I want and where I want to go from here. We'll see if this becomes a little bit of a series, if we do multiple videos over the month, showing the progression of what I'm doing here. Takes quite a long time. An episodic series for the month, making about maybe like once a week, showing the development, and hopefully by the end of the month we'll have a full song, which will then record the whole thing to show you what the final product is. I think that's a really cool idea. Yeah, so for now, we'll finish it there. That's VEDA Day 7. Yeah, we'll see you guys around.